Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sally Gimmon, and I am the owner of The Trust Is You. And I want to talk about how to save money on your federal taxes. I also have a brand new podcast called Stop Paying Capital Gains. So if you go out and listen to it, please like it, because I want to make sure people know how to save money just like all the rich people do. Now, what I'm going to discuss are two trusts. One's a business trust for 1099 income, and the second trust is a beneficial trust for all investors. These trusts are legal, they're patented, and they are in the IRS Tax Code. So again, I work on behalf of a law firm trying to tell people how to save money very easily on their federal taxes. This is based in the United States only, but I do have foreign nationals who have real estate in the United States. So if you are a foreign national that this might help, I can help you there too. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go over this, hopefully answer any questions. I also go live every Monday night at 8 p.m. East Coast time. That is on Zoom. I can take questions there. So I want to let you know the full name of this trust, both the business trust and the beneficial trust. The full name is Irrevocable, Complex, Discretionary, Non-Grantor, Spendthrift Trust. It is in the IRS Tax Code 643B, like boy. Again, it's in the IRS Tax Code 643B, like boy. Irrevocable, goes from generation to generation. What happens in the United States? 97% of the trusts out there in the United States only avoid going to court when someone passes away, so there's no probate. This is not your mom and dad's trust. My parents have that trust. This is not your mom and dad's trust. This is a trust that US Presidents and the Rockefellers have. It's a very specialized trust that the 1%ers way up here use. So again, irrevocable generation goes from generation to generation to generation. In my real estate group, one of the instructors, his name is Garrett Gunderson, he wrote a book called What the Rockefellers Do. He had to change the title to it. It's now called What the Billionaires Do. But the Rockefellers have this trust. With this trust, what's going to happen here is the Rockefellers, it's gone on for 7 generations, and they have almost 400 people all under the same EIN number. So irrevocable. Complex. This means this trust can hold money from day to day, week to week, year to year, month to month, decade to decade. You don't have to close down the trust. My mom and dad had a family trust, like the 97% of the people out there. When I closed their trust this year, I'm going to have to disperse all the money to my 2 brothers and I. So it's irrevocable, complex, discretionary. I am the trustee. I can make the rules for all the beneficiaries. I've made no crazy rules for any of my beneficiaries. True story, one of my clients, they have 5 apartment buildings in California. Their only daughter is on drugs and alcohol. For her to live rent-free in one of their apartments, she has to take 4 random drug tests a month. She went to go sue her mom and dad saying this is illegal. The judge looked at the paperwork and he says, sweetheart, you have 2 choices. Either take the drug tests and live rent-free, or move out. Your choice. Yeah, there's that they can do this. So irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor. This makes a trust 100% private. So your information is never going to be leaked. You're going to have someone who is never going to be a beneficiary and someone who you don't do business with sign up for the trust. You will need their social security number, and then they sign away. I personally used a family friend. Bad choice on my part. Roy knew me before I was born. He was 87 years old when he did this. He had to sign his name 17 times. Roy had arthritis of his hand, so it was not a very good choice on my part. If you get stumbled over this is something either I can do or a representative from the law firm will do free of charge, because people get very nervous asking somebody else for their social security number. So if you have any problem doing this, I am here to help you do that, the non-grantor. Then the 5th part, the spendthrift. Again, irrevocable, complex, discretionary, non-grantor, spendthrift. This has gone in front of the Supreme Court twice. Twice it's been said that the spendthrift trust can enter into any contract legally and represent itself legally. So this is a very specialized trust. All 5 components mean something for this. Again, it's in the tax code, IRS tax code 643B, like boy. Now, I'm going to go over the business trust right now. This is for 1099 income earners. If you're making a lot of money doing something online, maybe you're a real estate agent, maybe you're doing selling pills and lotions to lose weight, maybe you're teaching a class, maybe you're doing something else, getting paid by 1099. I personally have 3 businesses in my business trust. Sally sells silver. Yes, I sell silver coins. If anybody wants to find out about it, my website is Sally Sells Silver. I also do Excess Elite. I sell online education. And then I also sell Novatech. Those are in my business trust. So that's 1099 income. What's going to happen? You're going to change the paperwork. I am an insurance agent, so I do have to have, I'm going to get y'all confused. I shouldn't talk about this, but I do have an LLC that the trust owns 90% of that LLC. So 90% of my salary gets taken out of that LLC straight into the trust, and I only pay taxes on 10% of what I do for my insurance license. The state of Arizona thinks I'm so poor, I could be on what they call Access, their Medicaid coverage in Arizona. I live in North Carolina. I'm not filing North Carolina taxes because I do no business under my own name in North Carolina. It is all under the trust. So 1099 income is for the business trust. What's going to happen there is you're going to stop paying FICA, you're going to stop paying Social Security, other things. You'll have to change some paperwork. Now, the trust I spend the most time about and what people talk about the most is going to be the Beneficial Spendthrift Trust. There's going to be 5 different ways that the Beneficial Spendthrift Trust saves people. The 5 ways are capital gains, interest income, dividend income, rent rolls, and royalties. Now, with capital gains, there's 2 different versions of capital gains. Short term, a year or less, if you're a fix and flipper, if you're a wholesaler, if you are doing arbitrage, if you're selling something, that's 23.8%. Long term, if you're holding it for more than a year, it's going to be either 15% or 20%. I just helped a gentleman on March 15th sell a 42-year-old family restaurant, everything in it, all the food in it, all the recipes, everything else. He sold it for $3 million. Congratulations. If he didn't have the Spendthrift Trust, he would either pay $450,000 or $600,000 in capital gains next April 15th, 2024. He sold it March 15th. So his wife called me just crying, happy tears, saying $450,000 means so much to them. So again, if you know anyone selling a business, please have them reach out to me because I can help them save a lot of money. So that's capital gains. Interest income. I do notes. I am the mortgage on property, and then people pay me monthly to get their mortgage back. That's considered interest income. One of my clients does the BRRRR strategy, buy, rehab, resell, everything else. 85 houses in Texas. He was working a full-time job and a part-time job, and he was paying $153,000 a year in federal taxes for interest income. Now that he has a trust, he's keeping all that money for himself and buying more real estate with it. Anybody out there who is a Forex investor, please listen to this. Forex investors, you get charged 2 ways. You get charged interest income and you get charged capital gains. That's why you need this Beneficial Spendthrift Trust to save that money. So that's interest income, dividend income. Anybody out there who is doing any stock market investing, doing options trading, doing day trading, doing futures trading, if you are making money and getting paid in dividend income, you need a Spendthrift Trust. Rental rolls. I don't care if you're Airbnb, if you're short-term rentals, if you're Verbo, if you're renting out to traveling nurses, if you have long-term rentals. I just spoke to a young lady, kind of nice, 27-year-old lady, 27-year-old client she's in a fourplex. She's in the smallest one. She makes $4,750 a month in rental income. She's in the trust. She's going to save that, save all the taxes on that. So with interest income, dividend income, and rent rolls, federally taxed between 10% to 37% depending on your tax bracket. I can't tell you how much you're paying. You're going to have to ask your CPA or something else, but you will save that money year after year after year after year after year. Think of how much money you could be saving because you have the Beneficial Spendthrift Trust. Now the last one, so we have capital gains, we have interest income, dividend income, and rent rolls. And our last way that we save you money is royalties. I get paid in royalties for selling the trust on behalf of the law firm. It is patented. There are trust attorneys behind it. I have songwriters in Nashville who write songs. They're getting paid royalties. I have two authors. One's rather well known who have the Spendthrift Trust. But where I'm getting this out to more and more people is anyone who's doing NFTs, NFT artwork, NFT real estate. This is all considered royalties. It's a little bit cheaper. It's between 10% to 35%, depending on your tax bracket, that you'll be saving year after year. If you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, I do talk about one of my clients. She is an NFT artist. She's doing series of pictures, 1 through 100. Her first picture is considered 1099 income. Number 2 through 100 is considered a royalty. She is saving a heck of a lot of money because she's got 7 different series she's selling for $1,000 a piece right now. So again, these two trusts, the beneficial trust and the business trust, the 3 ways are going to save you money that the 97% of trusts out there don't, is it's going to save you federal taxes, it's going to keep your information 100% private, and then you will have no judgment against you if you get sued because you own nothing. If you need to reach out to me, my name is Sally Gimmon. The website is thetrustisyou.com. And my new podcast is Stop Paying Capital Gains Now. I have about 14 episodes out there. I'm putting more and more out there. If I can help you in any way, please reach out to me. When you go out to thetrustisyou.com, there's going to be a free download of the slide deck to go over this. It does have some information about how I'm saving money because of how I'm using the trust. I want to make sure everyone knows about this. True story, one of my friends in my real estate group, I used to run a mastermind in my real estate group. He's a retired preacher. He went 4 times knocking on the door. He did it Super Bowl Sunday 2021. Knocked on the door, found the grown daughter about to go back to California. Her dad had died. The house was going to auction March 1st. They were able to stop the auction. The daughter got the dad's 2020 car paid for, and my friend wholesaled the house for $50,000. He knew about capital gains. He knew if he made $50,000 on a wholesale deal, he'd have to pay $13,900 in capital gains. He did his taxes July 2022. He postponed them a little bit. And he has a $990 tax bill. So he's driving Uber 6 nights a week to pay his monthly tax bill to the IRS. He wants to be the poster child for me on what not to do. So if you wholesale, fix and flip, if you're an investor, if you're doing 1099 work, I'm here to help you save as much money as possible. The website, once again, is thetrustisyou.com. And I'm putting out as much information about the 6 different ways I can save you legally on federal taxes. Just to give you an idea, because some people asked this, I forgot to say this earlier, this trust comes from England. Back when King Henry VIII, the guy who's chopping off all his wives' heads, started the Church of England, he was going to tax the lords and ladies of England to pay for the new church. They went back to the Magna Carta to say, you can't do this. This is contract law that is set. What you're doing with your LLCs, your S Corps, and your C Corps, that's statutory law, and anybody can find out that information. So again, this is a contract. You start the contract April 1st, and they change the laws. They change the IRS code May 1st. Your contract's still good to go. So again, my name is Sally Gimmon. I hope I gave you some information on how you can start saving money quickly and easily on the federal taxes, just like the Rockefellers and US Presidents. Reach out to me to make an appointment because I'm here to help. Take care and have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.